Hey guys, welcome to episode 4 of the Sugar Diaries. Sorry, Sugar's moving, and I thought she was gonna go out or something. Anyway, welcome to episode 4. A lot of a lot of news. Um, so over the Thanksgiving, almost said Christmas, over the Thanksgiving break, we fostered a dog. It was a boxer mix. We think she may have pit in her, don't really know. She's a mix. Um, but either way, her name was Madge, and she was an 11-month-old pup. And she had some sort of problem in her knees, and she walked funny only because it hurt when she walked, and it was really sad to see it. And we were temporarily fostering this dog. She was in boarding for the Thanksgiving break, and she has fosters for them, and still does. And we were temporary fostering for them during that break, so we can test the waters to see how fostering is, to see if we want to do full-time fostering. So we did that, and it was a pretty huge success, actually. Mom had brought Madge when we had to go all the way in spring to pick up the dog, and all the way back here it's like a 45-minute to an hour drive to and from, or hour to hour back. So we figured we'd follow what they said, about how to introduce the dog. So we took Madge into the backyard first, and then I brought Sugar out, both on leashes. And we let them sniff each other, and they didn't growl or bite or anything, and Sugar was really excited, and they seemed to be doing good for the first 5 minutes or so. And so I took Sugar off the leash, and because I felt comfortable that she wasn't gonna hurt the dog. And then Mom eventually let Madge off, and then they were running around, playing around, and it was great. It was a huge success. And yeah, we eventually let them come inside too. And even though Madge was picking up Sugar's toys, Sugar didn't get mad. She just wanted to play. She just had a playmate to play with. It was good to see. And that was another part of the reason why we wanted to do fostering, is because she doesn't have a playmate, and she's not playing around. She's laying on my bed. Ooh, almost pushed the stop recording button. That would have been bad. Okay, so yeah, she's doing that for the rest of the day. If I'm in here, she's in here on my bed, sleeping, laying down, whatever. Actually, we got her. I'll be right back a second. We got her this. We noticed that. Well, obviously noticed, but we noticed that Madge had a She thinks I'm calling Madge, I think. We noticed that Madge had this bone looking thing, and then Mom read in the emails that it was actually an antler, and that it was really difficult for them to get in, actually chew up the antler. And I was like, is antlers good for them? And we looked it up, and they're actually good, and they sell this stuff at PetSmart. I don't know about Petco. We went to this when we went to go drop off Madge to her original foster. It was at PetSmart, actually, and it was this giant PetSmart. It's bigger than the one that's down the street from me. It's crazy. And we were looking out for the antlers, because I was, anyway, because I wanted to get her one. and here it is. She's looking at it like, "You gonna give that to me?" And she's actually been eating at the marrow inside, and it's good. It's good for their teeth apparently, and their overall health and stuff. So she loves this, and she'll eat at the edge of the bed. And okay, she's not at the edge of the bed for once. She'll eat at the edge of the bed, and then the bone will drop on the floor. It's like the baby dropping my stuff game, and to pick it up every time. So, yeah, she loves the shit out of it, and she won't remember it until you pick it up and show it to her. She's like, "Oh, that old thing." So, yeah, it was a good learning experience, and we decided that we do want to become full-time fosters. So last week, we were waiting to see if we can get another boxer, just for full time, and it had been a couple days, and we were like, "What's the holdup?" And so we were looking into the Houston Boxer Rescue. I don't know if I mentioned this already, but Lone Star Boxer Rescue is who we first went through for fostering. And since we didn't really hear anything from Lone Star Boxer Rescue, we, well, I didn't, but Mom applied to be a foster for Houston Boxer Rescue. And there is nowhere on the app for like a co-applicant or anything like that, or like other members of your household. There was only spouse, which didn't make any sense. They should have other members of the family or whatever that should be on this application. So anyway, we just had it to where Mom was on the application, and then I think within like the same day they accepted the application, and then I'm trying to think, it was either the next day or a couple days later they had someone come out to the house to do a house check and whatnot, just like Lone Star Boxer Rescue did. And it passed as usual. Apparently Sugar farted on the house checker, which was kind of funny. I wasn't here for it. I was working that day, which I was sad for, but yeah, she was sitting right next to, like, in the lap of the home checker, and was petting, the home checker was petting her and whatnot, and all of a sudden she was like, "I think your dog farted." And my mom was super embarrassed because Sugar farts are disgusting. If you've ever seen me on Twitch TV when she's in here just ripping ass, you'll know I'll have this like, "Oh, no," face. And yeah. So, oh yeah, I'm getting off track here. I'm becoming Dane Cook, where I'm going off on a side show story, and then I come back like 20 minutes later back to the story I was telling about. Anyway, so that happened, and then we heard a couple days later from Lone Star Boxer Rescue, like, "Hey, we got this dog that needs to be fostered. Do you want to foster it?" And they sent a picture, and I was like, "Yeah, let's foster that one. It's a white boxer." Mom was like, "No, not a white boxer," which is terrible, because because people are so judgmental of dogs, and it's crazy how they are, because she judged them by the picture. She hasn't even met the dog. She hasn't. I hate to put this out here, Mom, and if you ever watch this video, I'm sorry, but I told her this is the same thing when I bitched at her for it at the time too. So whatever. That she had only seen the picture and she hadn't even met the dog. She doesn't know how the dog acts. It may be the sweetest dog and it probably the perfect candidate for a white boxer, because okay, there's a percentage, and I don't know what the percentage is, that white boxers are born, or it's either born deaf or go deaf, and it's with the white boxers. I'm pretty sure it's not with the other, like, actual boxer, full boxer breeds. So, but we found out that it's not deaf. He's not deaf, and apparently not neutered. But he's at a vet today to get a checkup for any medical issues or conditions. So, hopefully he's checks out okay. He's not deaf. He's gonna get neutered, and yeah, he's gonna end up being a good dog. He is underweight. You can see his rib cage, like the outlining of his ribs, in the picture. It's really sad when you see that kind of stuff. And I hope that we do bring him home. We have the cage in Mom's car. She's at work right now, but we have like the small cage in the back seat of her car. It was a pain in the ass to get it in there, but teamwork, yeah. So yeah, hopefully everything checks out good, and we get him down here as soon as possible, and that way when we provide the information for people to know what kind of dog he is, and like the personality, how he acts around other dogs and stuff like that, we'll that everything will check out with Sugar too. And maybe it'll be the other way around. Maybe she'll hump him. I don't think I ever mentioned that in this video. I don't think I did. Okay, this is take 2 of that story. When we were temporarily fostering for Madge, that our temp foster dog, it was like really quiet, and the dogs were in the backyard, and I was wondering, what they were doing. So the door was open for the backyard, and I just walked in the doorway, and I immediately saw Sugar humping Madge. I've never seen a female dog hump another dog, and I thought it was the weirdest thing ever, and it still is weird. She's making weird noises in there. I know she's eating, but okay, that's all it is. She's eating loudly. So I was like, as soon as I got out there, Sugar saw me, and she dismounted herself, or unmounted. So horrible. She's just showing her dominance, though, I found out, and it just really showed that she's a real dominant dog. So I just hope I never see that again, because it's so weird to see a female dog hump another dog, especially another female dog. So anyway, hopefully everything will be good, and we get that dog in. And if we don't, if things fall through or whatever, our backup is Houston Boxer Rescue. And I hate to say it on a video, but it's just from personal experience, and through all the email traffic and phone calls and stuff that we've been within the past couple weeks, it just really seems like, to both of us, but I think more me than mom. I don't know, but to me, it seems that Houston Boxer Rescue is more organized. They have. How do I explain it? They just have a they have a system in place that is more just seems more organized and whatnot. So I mean, if things fall through with Lone Star Boxer Rescue, maybe we'll be even more lucky with Houston Boxer Rescue. And I don't know. I mean, I still want to be a foster for either one of them, and we just want to help get these dogs out to good homes, and also temporarily have a dog for Sugar to play with. So I'll end that video here. If you don't hear anything by Friday, that means that we there's nothing to update about. There's no dog here, and that you'll probably hear from me on next Friday. So I'll see you guys later.